The top celebrity love stories of the year.
The superstars who made us swoon.
Gave us chills.
And made us go, aww, all year long.
Yes, the couple goals are alive today on People Now. Let's go.
Hi everyone, welcome to a very special and romantic episode of People Now. We're going to be breaking down some of our favorite Hollywood love stories from 2017, including the modern day romance of Selena, all the way to the adorable engagement of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Yes, we cannot wait to celebrate a little LOVE, so let's kick things off with one sexy duo who just keeps heating up.
Straight ahead, guys, straight ahead!
Big night. Here we go.
Yeah, all right, serious goals is exactly right. I'm on board for these
Me
two.
too.
Absolutely.
I think they're cute together.
Since their summer adventures in Europe and beyond, J.Lo continues to turn up the heat. Here's what we know about the superstar couple so far. Number one, they're both Leos, both from New York, both Latino, and according to Rodriguez, both share about, quote, 20 other things in common. It makes it pretty easy, right?
Yeah. Number two, they both weren't sure if the other viewed their first dinner together as a date. I love this story.
Oh, so good.
So in the December issue of Vanity Fair, Lopez says her beau was clearly nervous and chatty during their first dinner together. J.Lo revealing, quote, he was talking about his plans, about how he had just retired from baseball, about how he saw himself getting married again, all these things you wouldn't normally talk about on a first date. I don't know if he thought it was a date. I thought it was a date.
He's a little chatty.
Yeah, now A-Rod went on to give his take, saying, quote, maybe we were seeing each other at night because of her work schedule.
He's making excuses for his misjudgment.
I did not know it was a date. I went in uneasy, not knowing her situation. Well, lucky for A-Rod, J.Lo finally let it slip during the date that she was single. Now, at that moment, things came into focus for him.
Like immediately snapped.
I had to get up and go readjust my thoughts. I went to the bathroom and got enough courage to send her a text. This is from the bathroom. So Lopez says, I'm sitting there and he's walking back and I get a text. It says, you look sexy AF. It's just amazing. Lopez revealed things really heated up from that moment on, literally, because the fire alarm went off at the restaurant and they had to evacuate. Talk about fate. The story is incredible. And maybe my favorite first date story of all time.
If you're not A-Rod and you text someone from the bathroom, does it go as well? I don't know.
I don't think
But either
so.
way.
I wouldn't try.
All right, number three, Rodriguez's daughters love Jennifer. The former Yankees player revealed exclusively to People that daughters Ella and Natasha, quote, look at Jennifer like she's the Messiah. She is such a great role model. When they're in Las Vegas, I don't think they leave Jennifer's side. That's what he said. He went on to say, my girls essentially hit the lottery. What 12-year-old and 9-year-old wouldn't feel like, oh my God, I'm the luckiest human being on the planet? They are super thrilled.
It's really cute. Well, number four, Lopez is the baseball legend's dream girl. An insider tells People A-Rod's always been taken with the beauty and personality of Jennifer Lopez. Honestly, who can blame him?
Yeah.
She's Jenny from the block after all.
She is. And finally, coming in at number five, both Lopez and Rodriguez share this amazing respect for each other. A source previously telling People that Rodriguez often gifts J.Lo with handwritten notes and makes sure to support all of her hard work. It makes sense since both stars stay super busy.
I like that, the handwritten notes. I think that's really cute.
Yeah, it is. Now, obviously, we all can't wait to see where these two lovebirds end up next. But, Andrea, you have another duo that we cannot stop talking about.
Yes, of course. We've been talking about it. We're going to talk about our sexy sexiest man alive, Blake Shelton. The 41-year-old country crooner met his love, Gwen Stefani, after she joined season 7 of NBC's The Voice. And although the pair come from two totally different worlds, Blake and Gwen eventually fell in love after bonding over mutual personal troubles in their marriages. Watch this.
When we found out what each other were going through, this instant bond that we created, unspoken, and it's still there, of like this unified front. That's what's most important to Gwen, is somebody who has her back and is a best friend, and that's kind of how it started, and it just kept snowballing and snowballing into what it is now, and it just feels like it gets stronger all the time.
How cute is that? Major swoon over here. Now, of course, Gwen couldn't agree more with our choice for sexiest man alive.
Makes sense.
Watch this.
If you think about it, I mean, what defines sexy? It really is so personal, you know what I mean? And for me, it's just that big old heart and that sense of humor, and just such a, he doesn't even like take himself seriously, and he's just such an incredible person.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it works
and that's sexy.
That's sexy to me. It is.
All right, speaking of funny, sexy men, the one and only Dax Shepard knows a thing or two when it comes to romancing his wife, Kristen Bell. I love these two.
They're adorable.
Check this out. And the most romantic thing you've ever done for Kristen? If you had,
we got into this really crazy one-upmanship of, so she was doing a movie in Alaska and I was shooting Parenthood and I couldn't go, and she was going away for a long time, but then my schedule changed and I didn't tell her, so I got the seat next to her on the airplane and I sweet-talked the Gates representative to let me on the plane early. So when she went to sit down, I was in her seat reading a newspaper, and she kept going, excuse me, sir, I think you're in my seat, and I wouldn't lower the, and then she noticed, like, those hands look familiar, and then she started bawling when she saw that I was on the flight. And then so she did it to me on the way back, and then it got into they get dangerous.
Yeah, okay.
Like, the only way to top her would be like, I'm flying the plane.
Yeah, right. Never saw this coming.
That's so amazing, though.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
By the way,
well,
you're setting an impossible bar for the rest of it.
That all ended, though.
Did it end
We
with
have
the kids?
now, so we don't do anything.
You guys are so cute. I feel like, do we still use the term couples goals?
I
think
don't know.
maybe.
I think
but
here
what
we
makes
try
your,
to.
like, what's the key to your relationship? Like, what makes it so effortless?
Oh, it's not effortless. It
seems effortless.
It seems effortless, but I think we're pretty honest about, we do couples therapy. We're very, we work it like a job. Because it won't just, relationships aren't just perfect. They don't just, you meet, oh, this is a perfect match, and then you put it in neutral and coast into your golden years. Or at least in my experience, that's not how it works. So.
Yeah, because you're obviously both very busy.
Yeah.
How do you carve out that time to have those one-on-one dates and everything?
We just do. You just commit to things like if I say, hey, what are you doing Thursday? That is never going to happen. But if I put something on the calendar like, hey, by the way, December, we're skating. It works out.
Then it works out, yeah. You can circle it in early.
But you do have to take it as seriously as you take your work commitment.
Right, yeah, you're right.
It has to be scheduled, and you have to prioritize it, or it doesn't happen.
I like hearing from him. I like that they acknowledge it takes a lot of work.
It actually takes effort.
Yeah, right.
To be in a relationship.
It turns out.
Mine don't ever work out.
Write this stuff.
All right, what are some more secrets to staying in love for a long, long time? Our favorite celebrity couples have shared some details that really apply to all of us. So Kira Sedgwick and Kevin Bacon, they've been married for 29 years. Now, Kira says, when he walks into a room, my heart gets a little fluttery, and I think, oh, he's so cute. He's so hot.
He's Kevin Bacon.
I know.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith married for 19 years. Here's what he says. At the end of the day, it's just not quitting. You can't expect it to be easy. Will Smith with some words of wisdom, keeping the spark alive, doing their thing.
I know. Another favorite couple, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. Now, they've been together for 37 years. Wow. That's amazing. Now, the key to their successful relationship. Goldie says, love, gratitude, compassion, because sometimes every man or every woman will drive their partner crazy. Family, fun, laughs, sex. If you don't nurture that and remember, you're done.
You done. All right, and guys, you too can join the conversation by using the hashtag #PeopleNow. But first, we've been waiting to talk about this. We love a good romance rekindling.
We do.
Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez are back at it again, but let's go back to the very beginning of their budding romance.
Yes, it was 2009. Bieber serenaded the Disney starlet during a flirty performance on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest. We all remember this.
Hair on point.
Looks so young.
Hair on point. The windblown helmet look. 1 year later, the pair was spotted holding hands at a Philadelphia IHOP, claiming that the pancake date was just a friendly hangout. Okay, pancakes and bacon. That's a little more than friendly.
No, it means
everybody.
something. Okay, 2011, Jelena goes public at the Vanity Fair Oscar party, matching their red ensembles to the blazing color of their hearts. Selena tells 17 magazine, "I don't like hiding. At the end of the day, I'm 18 and I'm going to fall in love." Yep, you do you, Selena.
You do you. The secret is out, and then they start packing on the PDA, sharing some smooches at basketball games, award shows, and after parties, getting us all aflutter. But paradise, it gets interrupted, guys, November 2011.
I know. Bieber is accused of impregnating a fan. A paternity test eventually debunks the fan's claims, but sadly, the couple calls it quits 1 year later in 2012.
But wait, there is more.
There's more.
In the words of Selena, the heart wants what it wants, as you may have heard her say. The couple spotted just days later kissing at the airport. Flash forward to 2013, reconciliation rumors began to resurface, with sources confirming the pop star traveled to Oslo, Norway, to be with the Biebs during one of his performances. Gomez officially confirming their coupledom is back on in 2014, but the reunion does not last long.
Of course. Shortly after their split, the singer releases her hit single, The Heart Wants What It Wants, admitting to David Letterman that the breakup song is about her ex. Now, Gomez starts dating record producer Zedd, while Bieber is linked to a bevy of female celebrities from Kourtney Kardashian to Kendall Jenner. List goes on.
Full bevy. In August of 2016, Bieber's relationship with Sophia Richie explodes on social media, leading to an epic Instagram spat between the former lovers, with Gomez writing, "If you can't handle the hate, then stop posting pictures of your girlfriend." Ouch. She apologized, though, don't worry, after that whole exchange. She also finds love with The Weeknd before breaking things off with him in October.
Yes, now in November, Selena shares a smooch with Bieber at his hockey game, and fans, of course, went crazy over the news. Gomez recently opened up about the rekindled romance to Billboard, saying this, "I'm 25, I'm not 18 or 19 or 20. I cherish people who have really impacted my life. So maybe before, it could have been forcing something that wasn't right, but that doesn't mean caring for someone ever goes away."
Ride bikes together, you know, the
That's
heart wants what it wants. It wants to ride bikes.
It's real.
Bieber's mom approves of his relationship with Selly, telling People in December that the pair have a, quote, special bond. Yes, you keep doing you guys. Who doesn't love a good modern day love story? Now on to, though, let's move here to another famous couple. Watch.
All the drama queens taking swings, all the jokers dressing up as kings, they fade to nothing when I look at him.
Could sing it all day long. Love stories and love songs. I love it. Taylor Swift's single, Call It What You Want, reveals sweet details of the pop superstar's strong relationship with Joe Alwyn. And friends are thinking that the hunky British actor might just be the one. While neither has spoken out publicly about their whirlwind romance, the pair have been enjoying quiet dinner parties in Alwyn's home of England, as well as Swift's homes in Nashville and New York. Now, the duo much prefer to stay in rather than go out, for obvious reasons. An insider previously telling People, just like Taylor, Joe is a homebody. He loves being an actor, but doesn't like the celebrity part of it. It's pretty special to find someone you're on the same page with.
Yeah, now friends and family are also picturing a happy ending. The insider explaining it's a great relationship that everyone hopes will last. Joe could definitely be the one.
Yeah, now these two, I think the fact that they're being really private about it, or more private overall than usual, is a really good sign.
I think so too, instead of just flaunting it.
Right.
Well, we'll see. Time will tell.
We'll find out.
All right, let's check back in with some of our other favorite celebrity couples and their secrets to making things last in the love department. We got to talk about Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. Now, they've been married for 15 years. Now, he says, "We were friends first. That's one of the reasons I think our relationship has always been so good. We ended up being the perfect balance." I think being friends first is very important.
Absolutely. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, my favorite couple in the world. Married for 29 years. We learned the secret of happiness with each other a long time ago, and that's always telling the truth. That's what Tom Hanks said. His piece of advice, always tell the truth.
If they broke up, I would be devastated.
Me too. Like, that would be proof there's no such thing as love.
Exactly.
All right, guys, keep your tweeting, keep your tweets coming in. Your thoughts using the hashtag PeopleNow. We certainly cannot get enough romance today, including from some of our favorite royals. Watch this.
You're getting a new country out of it, a husband obviously, but also giving up your career.
That's right, Harry, you are about to be somebody's husband. Really amazing stuff. These two cannot be any more cute, adorable. Their very first interview as an engaged couple made us all fall in love all over again, and with them, maybe for the first time. For all you men watching, if you want to know the secret to snagging a lady like Miss Markle, Prince Harry has some expert dating advice.
We had to sort of reverse the whole process, and cozy nights in front of the television, cooking dinner with just the two of us by ourselves in our little cottage, rather than going out for dinner and being seen in public. So we reversed the whole process, which is it's provided different opportunities, and it's made us a hell of a lot closer in a shorter space of time.
That's true.
That's, you know, without question. So, you know, if anybody else at home is listening, then maybe, you know, slow down on the dates and maybe spend more time at home.
Nice advice. Now, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's love story is literally out of a fairy tale. The couple met in London after being introduced by a mutual friend in July of 2016. A few months later, reports surfaced that the duo was officially an item, and the rest is history. Now, Markle will be the first American actress to marry into the royal family since Grace Kelly. The wedding will take place in May of 2018 in St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle.
Yeah, such a great couple. I think she should get some sage advice from another royal couple who have made it last for 70 years.
That is right, Jeremy. Take a look at this.
Thousands of happy subjects surged past a line of bodies to get a closer look at the newlyweds as they made an official appearance on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. Elizabeth and Philip waved their thanks to the happy cheers from below.
Queen Elizabeth there and husband Prince Philip celebrated their 70th wedding anniversary on November 20th. And 7 decades later, guys, the couple's partnership remains as strong as ever. Now, sure, the two might be slowing down, relinquishing many of their long-held duties. Prince Philip, for example, who is 96, announced his retirement from public duties in May.
Yeah, and the couple's wedding on November 20th in 1947 was the first grand public event in Britain since the end of World War II. Then Princess Elizabeth was just 21 years old at the time, and as the couple recited their vows, 200 million people around the world listened in. Can you imagine that? This marked the first time the wedding of an heir to the throne was ever broadcast on radio. In 1952, the newlyweds had just welcomed son Charles and daughter Anne when Elizabeth's father, King George VI, died, thrusting his daughter into the role she would occupy for the rest of her long life, Queen.
Wow. Philip, meanwhile, had to learn how to occupy a public place a few steps behind his wife. He was especially pained when his wife decided that their 4 children, Charles, Anne, Andrew, and Edward, would bear her family name Windsor rather than Philip's Mountbatten. But insiders say that overall, Philip's bold confidence has long balanced his wife's more reserved personality, and that balance has been the key to their long, successful union. According to historian Robert Lacey, who serves as a consultant on Netflix's hit The Crown, while Queen Elizabeth might wear the crown, it is actually Philip who rules the roost. According to Lacey, quote, within the marriage, he was in charge of virtually everything to do with the children, the household, how the royal estates are run. He stamped his authority on the whole family.
Yeah, the couple had to support one another a number of times during the darkest days of their marriage, weathering the divorces of 3 of their 4 children, Windsor Castle's 1992 fire, and Princess Diana's death in 1997 together. Now today, both the Queen and Philip are enjoying their expanding family, including Prince William and Princess Kate's 3rd child due in April, while also preparing for their inevitable parting. According to a former staffer, quote, they are both deeply religious people and it won't take them by surprise. But for now, they are right by each other's side. I think that is completely adorable. And of all the couples we've talked about, they are couple goals. For
They
sure.
really are. Just the length of time and talk about knowing someone.
Yeah, and being with that person through all of these things that go down.
They've literally lived through and made history together. It's just really incredible. That brings us to the end of our top love stories of the year. We hope you enjoyed every bit of romance and all the feelings of love that we have shared here today.
Thank you so much for watching. Now, coming up tomorrow, we're breaking down some of this year's hottest style trends, as well as Hollywood's biggest risk takers on the red carpet. So see you then.
Bye, guys.